Under the old mango tree at the center of Umuagu village, tradition lived and breathed. That was where the elders met, where decisions were announced, and where destinies, especially those of women, were quietly sealed. For Amara, the tree had always felt like a silent witness, watching her grow from a barefoot child into a woman now standing at the edge of a life she wasn't sure she wanted. Amara had been raised to believe that honor lived in obedience. Her mother taught her how to cook festival meals, how to kneel when greeting elders, how to keep her voice soft even when her thoughts were loud. Her father often said, "Our ways have carried us this far," and for a long time, Amara believed him. But beyond the red earth of Umuagu was another world, one she had tasted briefly during her years at the university in the city. There, she learned to speak freely, to question, to dream without apology. She discovered a love for architecture, for designing spaces that gave people room to breathe. In that world, her name was not followed by expectations of marriage or silence, it was simply Amara. Now she was home, and the elders had spoken. She was to marry Chukwudi, a respected trader chosen by her family. He was kind enough, responsible, and deeply rooted in the customs of the land. Everyone said she was lucky, everyone except the voice inside her chest that grew heavier each day. On the morning of the announcement, Amara sat with her grandmother, whose back was bent by age but whose eyes still held sharp wisdom. "You are quiet," her grandmother said, shelling ground nuts slowly. "I am afraid," Amara admitted. "If I refuse, I shame my family. If I accept, I lose myself." Her grandmother paused, then sighed. "In my time, we did not choose, we endured. But endurance is not the same as peace." Amara looked at her, surprised. "Tradition is a root," her grandmother continued. "It gives strength. But if it wraps too tightly, the tree cannot grow." That night, Amara lay awake listening to the village drums in the distance. She imagined herself years later, living a life that looked right to everyone else but felt hollow to her. She imagined another version of herself standing in front of buildings she designed, her hands shaping dreams instead of suppressing them. At dawn, she made her choice. Under the mango tree, with the elders gathered and her parents watching, Amara stepped forward. Her hands trembled, but her voice did not. "I honor our traditions," she said. "They made me who I am. But I cannot give my life without giving my heart. I ask for time not to rebel, but to become whole." The air was thick with shock. Whispers spread like fire. Her father's face tightened. Her mother's eyes filled with tears of fear, of pride, or both. Silence stretched until the oldest elder cleared his throat. "The river that refuses to flow will still find a way," he said slowly. "Let her go. If she returns stronger." Amara felt something inside her loosen, like a knot finally undone. She did not abandon her roots, she carried them with her. And as she walked away from the mango tree, toward a future uncertain but chosen, Amara understood that freedom did not mean rejecting where she came from, it meant having the courage to decide where she was going. And for the first time, her steps felt like her own.